it's Lauren Mullen, Realtor with Wilkinson ERA, and I have some really, really fascinating, exciting news. I just came across it. I totally was not anticipating doing a Facebook Live for you guys today, but I'm so excited over it, I had to come and share it with you guys. It's an article that just came out, and I'm kind of just unloading it slowly to kind of tease you along, but something is number one. And I'm going to try and let that out of the bag just a little bit at a time. So just bear with me. It's very, very exciting. Whether you already live here in Charlotte or perhaps you're considering a move to our wonderful sunny Charlotte, North Carolina. So apparently there was an article that came out on NerdWallet. It's an online, I think, publication. And what they did is they assessed the best places for young families to live in North Carolina. They have a top 10. It's incredible. It's wonderful. So typically, you know, in the old days, people thought about North Carolina. They thought about what? Like tobacco, college football, and barbecue, right? And that's great and that's fine. But now there's some new things that are big here. And the big reason why people are moving here to Charlotte are the temperature. We have the best climate ever. It's, what are we in now? We're in September. And as you can see, I'm in a tank top. It's still rather warm. Even through the winter, it's like I'm from New York and it's nothing like that at all down here. It's wonderful. So number one is the temperature. We have very, very strong educational institutions. That's one of the reasons why I moved here almost 13 years ago, was because they had great colleges, very affordable. And I'm utilizing them right now with my 3 kids in college. And the other one is affordable housing. So that's why everyone is kind of flocking here. And in the past, the old tobacco buildings, warehouses have now been converted to warehouses, condominiums, you know, housing. It's really, really an amazing transformation that Charlotte has taken on. So getting back to it, so the factors considered, NerdWallet looked at 4 major factors on finding the best town for families in North Carolina. The 4 factors are, number one, quality schools, right? Families have kids. Kids need to go get educated, right? So they can be independent one day and make their own living. So number 1 was schools. Number 2 is jobs, not only jobs, but jobs with good income opportunities, okay? Charlotte is a mecca, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that. Third is friendly neighbors, because what good is a great educational institutions and a great job if you're unhappy? That's the fabric of life is relationships, getting together with friends, families, neighbors, that camaraderie, sharing, all that great stuff. So that was it. And the 4th one was affordable living, okay? So affordable living is huge if you can't afford to live somewhere. If you're working all the time just to pay the man, right? It doesn't get you anywhere. So they looked at those 4 factors: schools, good income, friendly neighbors, and affordable living. So they looked at 145 places in North Carolina, all over. They only looked at towns over 5,000 residents. And here you go. This is the big one, everybody. Charlotte had 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 were like right near Charlotte, okay? So the first reason why Charlotte is so popular and why it's so great is we have Bank of America, which is the country's 3rd largest banking institution, and it's housed right here in Charlotte. So that's really big. We also have Wells Fargo here, so that's great. Carolina Healthcare System is a massive employer, wonderful, wonderful medical facilities, institutions, and the other is American Airlines. So we have a lot of really, really great things, very diverse economy, booming economy at that. So now we're going to get into, I'm not even going to start with number 1. I'm sorry. I can't, because I got to keep you guys waiting to figure out what is number 1. Let's see if you can figure it out. So out of the 10, like I said, 6 out of the 10 were bordering Charlotte. Number 10 was Marvin, which is right next to Waxhaw. Has a town of about 6,000 people, and it was actually the number 1 in growth and prosperity. It's a very high income generated area, but it's a great area. Number 9 was Indian Trail. That's also South Charlotte. Marvin, South Charlotte. Indian Trail is also considered a South Charlotte. That's a town of 35,000 people. Now we're going to skip numbers 8, 7, and 6, and 5 because they were somewhere else. And we're going to go to number 4, which is Wesley Chapel. Again, another South Charlotte area. Has about a town of 8,000 residents. Number 3 is Harrisburg, another great area, a town of about 14,000 residents. Also having tremendous growth, so good job to them. Number 2 was Stallings, another South Charlotte, with a town of about 15,000. And so now you're thinking, Lauren, I can't wait to hear. What was number one? And I'm going to tell you without further ado. Number one, best family-friendly, I messed it up. I have to start over. Number one was the best places for young families in North Carolina is, drumroll, Charlotte. The big pick, Waxhaw, North Carolina. We were number one. I happen to be a resident, so that's why I'm like beaming with pride. So if you already live here and you're watching this video, thumbs up. We made some great decisions, didn't we? If you're not a resident and you're thinking about moving to Charlotte, you might want to consider one of these towns that I just kind of mentioned, because they got out of 145 places, a lot of South Charlotte made the top 10. That's fabulous. I'm going to see if there's anything else I was going to tell you. Waxhaw has a town of about 12,000 residents. Again, South Charlotte. It's one of the fastest growing towns in North Carolina. Why is it fast growing? Because we have like everything. Great schools, quality of education. They got the highest marks they found for quality of education and family friendliness. So there you go. Waxhaw is the big winner, and that is number one on the best places to live in North Carolina. So if you have any questions, I'd love to help you out. I was just so excited. I was going to just reprint the article, and then I thought, who has time to sit there and read a whole article? I'd rather just press play, listen to what the person says, right, and get all that information. So I hope you found this useful. If you did, give me a like or a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or comments. And hey, there was Debbie. She left me a little thumbs up. Thank you so much. And listen, have a great rest of your day. The time of this video is Friday afternoon, so have a terrific weekend, and I will chat with you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!